Alright guys, so the final sparking unit we have to cover here is Eis Shenron. After this we'll do another video just breaking down all the EXs. I'll do that in one video. It's only 4 EX units, well only, yeah, but it's 4 EX units. And then we'll talk about the banners as well in that video, as well as like some of the equipment we're getting and stuff like that. So that will be more of like a traditional style breakdown video. But Eis Shenron, I haven't actually looked at this guy yet. I don't know what he does at all. The only thing I know is his main ability does reduce enemy vanishing gauge to 0, which I talked about in the Nova Shenron video a little bit. We'll talk about that again in this one, just so people, if you didn't watch the Nova video, will understand what I'm talking about when I bring that up. But we will compare him to Android 21, who is again a fairly recent ranged type unit. So Android 21 has 246 blast, 233 strike. So Eis's stats are pretty significantly higher, 250 and 239. And then she has 158 strike, 162 blast defense. Actually, Nova's stats are, not Nova, Eis's stats are just way higher. She only has higher health, which does matter a little bit, but the offensive and defensive stats here are just all higher for Eis Shenron, so that's good to see. Alright, let's go into it. So, main ability is Times Like These Call for Action. Draw a special move arts card next, so it does a blue card, restores ki by 50, and it gets 40% damage inflicted for 40 counts, shortens allied tag GT sub count by 5, and reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0. So, if you guys didn't see my Nova video, basically the reason why I think this is so ridiculous is if you pop Eis Shenron's main ability, reduce the enemy's vanishing gauge to 0, you can go into Nova Shenron, pop his main ability, inflict them with no switching, and then destroys all of their cards, and then use Rising Rush with Nova. The only counterplay to this is if they have the reaction time to switch out immediately from Eis Shenron into another character before you can go into Nova and pop your main ability. But this is like instantaneous. Like, you're going to pop this, you're going to instantly switch Nova and pop your main ability as well. So just has to be after 20 timer counts. We have to have a rush for this to really be effective, but it's still a pretty toxic combo. So his unique ability is Upper Hand. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 70% of damage inflicted, and then reduces damage received by 35%. So this is actually a little bit higher than Nova. Nova had 25%, but this is permanent. This is his only lasts for the first 15 timer counts, but yeah, you're not really going to be in many scenarios where you're switched in for more than 15 timer counts. He also reduces own strike and blast arts cost by 15, or sorry, by 5, not 15, for 15 timer counts, and then he inflicts enemy tag girls with attribute downgrade plus 30 to all arts costs. Wait, why does he do that? I haven't seen GT in a long time. Why does he do that? Maybe it's because he's so handsome, right? That's why. 30 to all arts costs, huh? Android 18 is not gonna like this guy. Not at all. This is definitely for Android 18, by the way. I love this. While this character is on the battlefield, seals enemy strike arts when enemy switches characters. The sealed arts, yeah, dude, this is literally, other than his typing, he was clearly designed to just be really annoying for Android 18. The second unique ability is Diabolic Dragon. Applies the following effects to enemy every time when faced with an enemy. Or just, hold on. Yeah, to enemy whenever faced with an enemy. So every time an enemy switches or he goes into the battlefield against somebody, he reduces their ki by 15, and then he inflicts 30% of damage received, 2 sub counts, and then 50% of vanishing gauge recovery. Minus 50% of vanishing gauge recovery, 15 counts. That's really annoying. Again, another like negative to 18. She's gonna switch in and she's gonna get negative 15 ki. Her cards are gonna cost 30 more, and he's gonna steal strikes. So have fun, 18. I'm gonna use this guy against every single 18 I fight. His blue card is Freezing Eye. Deals massive impact damage. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% impact damage received 15 counts. Seals one enemy card randomly on hit, and then the sealed card cannot be used for 10 counts. Pretty good. I think sealing is, you know, people actually generally overlook sealing, but it's pretty annoying. It's one of the reasons why I think Beerus is starting to get a little bit underrated, is because of his sealing. The special skill is False Allegiance. This is actually really funny. I remember seeing this for the first time in the reveal and stuff. It's pretty funny. It's like him trying to fake, like, oh, please don't hurt me, and then he just like slashes them and like blinds them like he did to Goku. So the following effects occur upon activation: reduces damage received by 30% for 5 counts, destroys all of your enemy's special move, awaken, and ultimate arts cards, and then counters will activate upon enemies' tab attacks, tackle, or strike arts attacks while in fighting pose. The following effects occur when enemy counter activates: immobilizes the enemy. He gets 20% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and then 50% to the next special move damage inflicted cannot be stacked. So what they want you to do is they want you to use this, and they want you to change it into the blue card. The interesting thing to note about this green card, though, is the fact that not only does this have this ridiculous effect where it just immobilizes them, but even if you don't land the counter, you'll still be able to destroy your enemy's blue cards and ultimate cards. Like, let's say, for instance, Gohan, LF Gohan uses his main ability, right? So Gohan uses his main ability. He doesn't use it right away. He uses it to heal up or whatever, or to stop time. You can immediately just pop this green card and destroy his ultimate. Even if this doesn't land, right? It's gonna leave you exposed a little bit, obviously, but you get a free destruction of his ultimate card. So just keep that in mind. And then he holds a regular strike and a destruction blast card. And then he buffs GT blast attack and defense, and also Shadow Dragon base strike attack. So this is interesting because I actually think Eis Shenron being blue, that was what I was initially thinking Gogeta 4 or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was going to be, because this team, if you look at the GT team overall, blue is easily their weakest color. I mean, Super Baby 2 was really, really powerful back when he first came out for a while, obviously on regen as well. You would use Super Baby 2 alongside the Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the healing. It was absurd. But, you know, since then, he's obviously fallen off a lot, and he's not really able to compete with the newer units that are coming out. So there's not really any other blue options. I mein, EX Sin Shenron, you're not really going to use him that often. So I was thinking, okay, well, this team really needs a blue unit. Well, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would fit well. But Eis Shenron is blue, so I feel like, you know, even though he's not the most enticing unit in terms of his character, he's not super hype. Like Ice and Nova Shenron for an anniversary, no one really expected that. But in terms of his role on the GT team, he's providing sub count reduction. He's able to, you know, do pretty well. He's really annoying, like especially when you're against 18. So I think his role as the main blue unit for GT is actually pretty good. And you can use him in tandem with Nova Shenron. Blue and yellow are two colors that really go well together. You can do a yellow-blue if you want GT team, if you have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, I don't really think this guy's that good. I would say Nova pretty much replaces this guy as the main yellow for GT. But if you want to go a yellow-blue variant of GT and run like Goku, Nova, and Ice together, and then you'll have like the yellow and blue buffers on your bench or something like that, that could work. And then you could be able to pull off the main ability combo I was talking about earlier with these two guys. Just very toxic. But Eis Shenron looks very interesting. Super annoying. This is he literally has all the annoying abilities: sealing, minus vanishing gauge, additional sub counts, 30 to all arts costs. Like he's gonna be really, really annoying to fight. So there we go with Eis Shenron. That concludes our breakdowns for all of the new Sparkings coming to Dragon Ball Legends 3rd Anniversary. Next video will be me breaking down all the 4 EXs coming, and we'll take a look at the banners as well. So I'll see you guys all in a second.